Have a nice day. Today is Wednesday, 26th of June 2024. The International Day of Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, or World Drug Day, is marked on 26th June every year to strengthen action and cooperation in achieving the goal of world free of drug abuse. The day aims to raise awareness of the major problem that illicit drugs pose to society and to promote measures to prevent drug abuse and trafficking. On the 26th June 1995, Madhya Pradesh was declared the Tiger State of India, since the state was then home to 1/6 of the world's tiger population. So, starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that Parliament Session Day 3 live updates Lok Sabha Speaker election today, Om Birla and K. Suresh in the fray. NDA candidate for the post of Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and India Bloc candidate for the post of Lok Sabha Speaker K. Suresh. Earlier on the June 25, the Congress announced that Rahul Gandhi will be the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha. The 18th Lok Sabha is all set to witness a rare contest for the speaker post on Wednesday between the Bharatiya Janata Party Om Birla and Kodhikunil Suresh of the Congress after the National Democratic Alliance and the A government and the India group of opposition parties failed to arrive at the consensus. Both the BJP and the Congress issued a three-line whip on June 25 to its MPs to be present in the House today. The numbers favor the government with the NDA's 293 MPs against the India Bloc's 233. At least three independent members also support the opposition in the Lok Sabha, which currently has 542 members after Mr. Gandhi resigned from one of the two seats he had won. The NDA that is seeking to hit the 300 mark is likely to get support of four YSR Congress party members in the lower house. The Hindu newspaper also states that Houch tragedy death toll rises to 61. The body of victims who died after the consuming hooch are being cremated on Gomukhi river bed at Karunpuram in Kalakurchi. Two more persons died at a hospital in Salem and Pondicherry. The death toll in the Houch tragedy in Kalakurchi district rose to 61, with the two more persons losing their lives at the government Mohan Kumara Mangalam, a medical college and hospital in the Salem, and Jawaharlal, the Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, JIPMER, in Pondicherry on June 26. So far, 32 persons have died at the government Kalakurchi Medical College and Hospital, 21 at the government Mohan Kumara Mangalam Medical College and Hospital in Salem, 4 at the government Vilupura Medical College and Hospital, and 4 at the Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, JIPMER, in Pondicherry. A total of 136 persons, including 5 women, are undergoing the treatment in the hospital. As many as 28 persons, including 2 women and a trans person, have been discharged so far. Meanwhile, the chairman of the National Commission for Scheduled Castes, Kishore Makhwana, is scheduled to visit Karanpuram and meet those admitted in the Kalakurchi Common Medical College and Hospital today. Mr. Makhwana will also be holding a meeting with the officials at the collectorate. The Hindu newspaper also states that focus on women in Nagaland. Civic polls. Voters standing in a queue show their ID cards before casting their votes. The urban local body election on June 26 is being held after 20 years, with the 33% of the seats reserved for women. After 20 years of resistance to the reservation of the seats for women, Nagaland will vote for the urban local bodies on Wednesday. Of the 16 districts in the state, the civic polls will be held in 10 because of the non-participation of the communities in 6 eastern districts, while the Eastern Nagaland People's Organization (ENPO) exercises its slot. Now going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Lok Sabha Speaker live updates Prime Minister Modi to move motion to choose Om Birla as LS Speaker. Lok Sabha Speaker at the second day of the 18th Lok Sabha session in underway at the new Parliament building in New Delhi. Lok Sabha Speaker live updates Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday will move the motion in Lok Sabha to elect Bharatiya Janata Party leader Om Birla as the Speaker of the House. For the first time in decades, an election for Lok Sabha Speaker post will take place on Wednesday because the BJP-led NDA government and the Congress-led India opposition couldn't agree on a candidate. Previously, Lok Sabha's Speaker elections have only occurred 3 times in 1952, 1967 and 1976. Here's the Times also states that a first since 1976 stage is set for contest for highest post in Lok Sabha. The stage is set for 4th contest for the Lok Sabha Speaker's post on Wednesday after fights in 1952, 1967 and 1976. The proceedings of the first session of the 18th Lok Sabha are underway at the new Parliament building. The Times also states that India is failing to meet a recommended standard of physical activity fine steady. People exercising at a maritime drive in Mumbai. 1 in 2 Indian adults did not meet recommended level of physical activity in 2022, according to the new data published in the medical journal The Lancet Global Health on Tuesday, with the consequences being a greater risk of the cardiovascular disease such as heart attacks and strokes, type 2 diabetes, dementia, and breast and colon cancers, said experts. Pune Porsche case, teen walks out as High Court ends custody in the hit and run case. The Mumbai High Court on Tuesday ordered the release of the minor involved in the May 19 high-speed Porsche accident in which 2 people lost their lives, ruling that though the accident was unfortunate, his continued incarceration was unlawful. Going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, Sensex status record highs crossed earlier level of 78,164. Among Nifty sectoral indices, IT, energy, media, infrastructure, commodities traded in green, while auto, PSU, bank, financial services, FMCG remained in a red territory. Equity benchmark index, building stock exchange, Sensex climbed 134.64 points to hit an all-time high of the 78,188.16 in early trade, surpassing the high of 78,164 on the similar line as National Stock Exchange Nifty 50 inched at 28.2 points to the 23,749.50. Building stock exchange Sensex climbed 134.64 points to hit the time of high of 78,188.16 in early trade. From the banking and finance point of view, an ambiguous commitment needed to bring down inflation to 4% target, Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikanta Das. The governor said that inflation has been easing, but the pace of moderation is slow. In May, the consumer price-based inflation CPI softened to 4.7% from 4.8% in April month. Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikanta Das on Tuesday emphasized having an ambiguous commitment to bring down the inflation to 4% target, as any wrong move at this stage could severely compromise growth. The governor said that the inflation has easing, but the pace of moderation is slow. In the May month, the consumer price-based inflation CPI softened to 4.7% from 4.8% in the April month. One severe weather event and vegetable prices may go up and will be at 5% CPI inflation. We have to navigate our path towards the 4% inflation target with a clear and unambiguous focus and a commitment to bring down the inflation to the target. There cannot be any wavering or distractions at this stage because any distraction will severely compromise growth, Das said while speaking at the event. In the policy announced on June 7, the Reserve Bank of India Governor, a 6-member Monetary Policy Committee MPC, decided to leave the repo rate unchanged at 6.5% for the 8 consecutive policies. From the budget point of view, develop Indian shipping lines lower duty on precious metals exporters in budget meet. Traders also asked for lowering duty on imports of precious metals to address the decline in gems and jewelry exports. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman chairs the budget meeting with the finance ministers of all the states and the UTs to take suggestions for the upcoming union budget. General insurance sector gets rupees 18,000 crore GST bonus. The GST demand was on co-insurance and reinsurance commissions and taxing of reinsurance on crop schemes. Ahead of the union budget, the general insurance sector has received a bumper relief amounting to over rupees 18,000 crore, with the GST Council dropping the tax demand that the insurance had been slapped with. The relief allowed by the GST include the dropping of GST demands amounting to over rupees 18,000 crore at an industry level. Now going towards the world news, including 21 Nigerian soldiers killed in an ambush by terrorist group ruling Junta, says. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange freed by United States court after guilty plea. Supporters of a proposed voter ID amendment in Nevada turns in thousands of signatures for review. United States election body gives Trump another 45 days for personal financial disclosures. Bill to ensure access to contraception advances in the Pennsylvania, aided by the dozens of the GOP House votes. North Korea launched a ballistic missile toward the sea. South Korean military. Now going towards the science and tech, we have why do parts of Maharashtra experience different water stress levels? Explained. There is a mass of migration of people out of dry Marathwada to western Maharashtra, Sangli, Kolhapur, Pune, Satara, Solapur and Ahmednagar, aka the Sugar Belt. Even when wells and reservoirs run dry in Marathwada, Maharashtra's coastal area experienced severe flooding. After the deficient monsoon last year, the Maharashtra government declared many parts of the state to be drought hit earlier this year. Much of the Marathwada region received less than 75% of its average rainfall. Its impact manifested across the region over this summer as well as rain dry. And officials brought tankers to provide drinking water and water for irrigation. Multiple reservoirs in the region, especially in the Beed and Darashir districts, were reported to have 0% live water storage left. This situation is in sharp contrast with the state's coastal areas, where rainfall has often been excess, leading to severe flooding. Such a paradoxical conditions are in fact visible across the country, where different climates, agriological features, water sources and human-driven and land use changes have created multiple challenges in the different landscapes exacerbated by the climate change. The diversity is why climate adaptation measures have been challenging to formulate and implement. They have to be tailored to the precise drivers of the risk in a place and to communities' needs. Such analysis is particularly important in the regions like Marathwada, which has faced a string of droughts over the last few decades, resulting in the loss of the thousands of farmers' lives. The region's predicament is shaped by its geographic location, topography, soil type, agricultural practice, and crop choices. First International Dairy Federation Asia Pacific Summit in Kochi from June 26 to 28. The Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, National Dairy Development Board (NDDB) and the International Dairy Federation are jointly organized the first IDF Regional Dairy Conference Asia Pacific 2024 from June 26 to 28 in Kochi. Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying Rajiv Ranjan Singh will deliver his address virtually. J. Chinchorani, Kerala's Animal Husbandry and Dairy Development Minister, Ashish Kumar Bhutani as Secretary Minister of the Corporation, Alka Upadhyay as Secretary in the Development of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, and the President and Indian National Committee of IDF and Manish Shah, Chairman NDDB, and the member of the Secretary Indian National Committee of IDF will take part in the event. Inside a wasp's nest, understanding insect societies with the Bangalore-based Raghavendra Gadakar, a hive of honeybees. Minuscule creatures such as ants can provide humans with the blueprint for a better lifestyle, researchers find. Within the intricate world of insects, particularly ants, bees, and wasps, we witness some of the most complex and highly organized society in the nature. These creatures live in a sophisticated colonies that sometimes mirror and often surpass the social structure of the other species. Of these, honeybees are the most renowned, not only for their intricate social behavior, but also for their significant practical importance to humans, said Raghavendra Gadkar, a Bangalore-based ecologist, while discussing insect societies with an audience at the Science Gallery in Bangalore recently. Way before humans extracted sugar from cane or beetroot, honey was our primary sweetener. Honeybees gather nectar from various colonies, making the concept of pure honey a misnomer. When collected from a single colony, the honey might carry a distinctive flavor, such as orange or floral note. United States probing China Telecom, China Mobile over Internet cloud risks. The United States is investing China Mobile, China Telecom, and China Unicom over concerns the firms could exploit as access to American data through their United States cloud and internet business. The Biden administration is investigating China Mobile, China Telecom, and China Unicom over concerns the firms could exploit access to American data through their United States cloud and internet businesses by providing it to Beijing. Three sources familiar with the matter said. Authorities at the Commerce Department are running the investigation, which has not been previously reported. They have subpoenaed the state-backed companies and have completed risk-based analysis of China Mobile and China Telecom, but are not as advanced in their mobile of the China Unicom. The people said, declining to the name because the probe is not public. How Boeing can bring NASA's Sunita Williams, Brady Wilmore back to Earth. NASA astronaut Sunny Williams, seated left, and Patch Wilmore, seated right, posed with the crew of the International Space Station ISS after the docking of the Boeing Starliner on June 6, 2024. Boeing Starliner capsule, which is docked at the ISS, has faced several issues, delaying plans to return to the Earth. Problems with the Boeing Starliner capsule still docked at the International Space Station have unappended the original plans for its return of its two astronauts to the Earth. As last-minute fixes and testers draw out a mission crucial to the future of the Boeing Space Division. NASA has rescheduled the planned return 3 times and now has no date set for it. At last, there's a famous quotation said by Mother Teresa, Maria Teresa Bojazihu, full name, whose birth anniversary was 26th of August 1910 up to 5 September 1997. Better known as the Mother Teresa, was an Albanian Indian Catholic nun and the founder of the Missionaries of Charity. Born in Skopje, that part of the Ottoman Empire, at the age of 18 she moved to the Ireland and later to India, where she lived most of her life. On 4 September 2016, she was canonized by the Catholic Church as a Saint Teresa of Calcutta. The anniversary of her death, 5 September, is her feast day. Mother Teresa received several honors, including the 1962 Roman Magsaysay Peace Prize and the 1979 Nobel Peace Prize. A controversial figure during her life and after her death, Mother Teresa was admired by many of her charitable work, but was criticized for her views on abortion and contraception, as well as the poor conditions in her houses. For the Dying, her authorized biography, written by the Naveen Chawla, was published in 1992, and she has been the subject of many other works. On 6 September 2017, Mother Teresa and the Saint Francis Xavier were named co-patrons of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Calcutta. Mother Teresa founded the Missionaries of the Charity, a religious congregation which grew to have 45,000 nuns across the 133 countries as of 2012. The congregation manages homes for the people who are dying of HIV, AIDS, leprosy, and tuberculosis. The congregation also runs soap, kittens, dispensaries, mobile clinics, children's and families counseling programs, as well as orphanages and schools. Members take vow of chastity, poverty, and obedience, and also profess effort vow to give wholehearted free service to the poorest of the poor. Mother Teresa says a very famous quotation. She also says that we think sometimes that poverty is only being hungry, naked, and homeless. The poverty of being unwanted, unloved, and uncared for is the greatest poverty. Okay, thank you.